Boom shakalaka, the most bullish Bitcoin charts I have seen in years, where price is likely headed despite the general bearish overtones. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we have a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including where price is likely headed despite the general bearish sentiment. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, push that like button. Today, fear and greed still at 64, has not dropped from yesterday. The overall market up 1%, Bitcoin at 27,686, Ethereum at 1774, BNB at 326, XRP 46 cents, Cardano 35 cents, Polygon $1.10, Dogecoin 7 cents, and that's all. Now, Bitcoin right now, still just sitting right on this upper band of the ascending trend that we are in. No changes there. But there is a general bearish sentiment in the market, in case you haven't touched it, in case you haven't felt it. Well, right now, we have the highest bear market probability ever since 1990. Each time after this was so high and turned, we saw a drop in SPX. Now, will Bitcoin do the same thing as stocks? Tough to tell. They have been correlated previously, but as people lose faith in their governments with inflation, they might flee to Bitcoin more than stocks. Right now, if we take a look at where we are just in terms of the cycle, we are 72% of the way towards the halving, and we just have the Bitcoin price crossing the realized price with the 90-day net change, accounting for any noise in the system. Now, historically, after this happened, this was pretty much all up territory for Bitcoin, where you do well buying any possible dip. We have Bitcoin crossing a couple key levels. Just reclaimed the weekly 200 moving average, this blue line right here. Also the EMA ribbon at the same time. Now, previously, when we have been above the 200 weekly EMA and crossed the EMA ribbon, guess what? Oh, all up territory in 2015, 2019, and 2020. So watch out for what's coming, because the simple strategy that has never been wrong in Bitcoin's history just flagged this week. The condition for the strategy shared in 2022 is once Bitcoin price crosses this green line, which is the SSA from Ichimoku, well, then it is a fail-proof strategy for buying Bitcoin every single time. Massive gains for Bitcoin. It just crossed once again and confirmed on the weekly. Could be buy territory if you've been sitting on the sidelines. As a matter of fact, the great news for those of you who think you may have missed the bottom, based on the Bitcoin Investor Tool, which takes a look at the 2-year MA multiplier, it suggests that according to previous cycles, we can see these Bitcoin lakes right here, that anything up to $35,500 represents good accumulation territory. So you're not too late. And even better news is that the upper band of this, which has marked market tops, right now is at $177,000. That's a lot higher than where Bitcoin price is right now. If we take a look at the golden ratio multiplier, every time it has had a cross of this yellow or golden line right here, Bitcoin has always reached at least the green line, the 1.6 times the 350-day DMA, or day moving average. Right now that price is $37,000. So it looks like we will be touching that area of $37,000 quite soon. As a matter of fact, $40,000 by the halving next year is almost priced in. Historically, Bitcoin has always been at fair value, this black or green dotted line in the center here, at the halving. Right now, that is $40,000. If it doesn't make it there, that would be pretty darn surprising. The Gan Rule suggesting same identical levels, $40,000. According to WD-GAN, markets can retrace 50% of a movement in half the time. So we saw this whole thing, we can retrace to 50%, which is 42.3. We can do that in half the time. Instead of 376 bars, 188 bars, which would put us there by May of this year, a mere 2 months away. But if that's not good enough, we can take a look at the bull market barrier, where Bitcoin historically finds its first resistance in the bull market. And guess what? Right now, it's at $53,000. I know the prices just keep getting better. I kind of made it that way. Now, Bitcoin has been following gold recently. It may not be as correlated with stocks, especially recently, but gold it has been following. You can see There were tops at the same time, and then bottoms, Bitcoin is following, and then top, Bitcoin is following, and bottoms, Bitcoin is following. Well, gold has topped once again. Bitcoin has not yet reached those levels. Right now, around $50,000 for Bitcoin. And here's the coolest thing. If you remove the price bubbles that we saw in 2017, 2018, and also 2021, Bitcoin pumps 2 times every year. We can see this 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024. Well, this perspective failed when Bitcoin dropped below $25,000 a year ago. But, and here's the good news, and it would be very awesome if Bitcoin could start following the 2x pattern again now that it's in this range. We could still continue going up at that same rate that Bitcoin has been doing, that within, by next year, $50,000. The year after that, $100,000. And then who knows what will happen after that. So that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.